What's going on? JH here again. I'm at home. I watched a couple videos and I was a little perturbed. I gotta say I was a little perturbed. How the hell I'm setting this up. Told you this is uncut. I don't do all that editing. I'm a truck driver, damn it, postal employee. So let's chop it up for a little bit. I know I've put a lot of videos out about the post office, on how to get in. Here we go. And all the pros and cons that go with it. I didn't get into too many cons. I saw a couple videos that kind of threw me for a loop. So let me try to chop it up with y'all real quick. I'm a truck driver, so my craft is totally different than the other crafts at the post office. So what I learned was through my kids, my son, he's a carrier, and my daughter's a carrier, there's a lot of frustration with the actual mailman job. So I hear people on other videos just totally destroying it on why I quit. Now, I'm gonna be frank and blunt. My opinion, these millennials, I know a couple of y'all are watching this, the work ethic is different than people that are a little bit older. And honestly, sometimes I feel like y'all think you deserve everything without working for it. Let me tell you real straightforward. Being a carrier is the hardest job you're gonna run into if you're not accustomed to labor. It's not an easy task. Being in the post office, it's not an easy task. I ask you to compare your pay compared to a Walmart job where you got a steady schedule, you know where you're going every day, it's pretty straightforward, you get a rush during the holidays. No, this is not it. This is a government job, and all the pros that come with this government job. You see my little Band-Aid? That's cool, right? Yeah, I cut my finger at work. I got a priority sticker on it. All the pros that go with the job supersede the cons. So if you're not scared to get your fingers dirty or cut your finger at work, you'll be okay. Heard people griping about, oh, well, you gotta work 12-hour days, and sometimes you gotta help all the other people that are not as fast, and people are lazy. Again, I'm not a carrier, so I can't relate. But I know I've heard all the gripes from my kids. Let me be honest. My son used to cuss and fuss every day for the first 6 months until he got the hang of it, until he started seeing that paycheck get fatter and fatter. My daughter, my baby, she cried. She cried. And I'm telling you this because if you get in there and you run into these situations, don't think it's just you. I've gotten a few people that into the post office and they felt like it was entirely too overwhelming, and they can't take this pressure of the real world. And the post office is a different animal. It's a totally different animal. So carriers, hot all day. I'm in South Florida, hot all day. They sweating like dogs, and you think you're off at 4 o'clock. You think you're gonna go home and wash your ass. No, they get back to the station. They're gonna turn around and send you back out to go help Edna, the one that you looked at was like, damn, that lady's so lazy. If you worry about you and worry about your money, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You came looking for a job. You did. You will leave there looking for a job by yourself. Think about that. So if you're looking to better your livelihood at the end of the day, you have to make sacrifices in life. And some of those sacrifices may be some of your own happiness. Temporarily, though. It doesn't last forever. So my son hated it. Oh man, F this, dad, F that. I can't stand this, I can't stand that. And then 6 months later, it calmed down a little bit. Then a few months later, it calmed down some more. Still can't stand the job, but it became second nature. He knows what days he's gonna work extra. He knows what days, he knows how to pace himself. So if you're not accustomed to that assessment, think about that assessment. Are you willing to do things? Are you Are you ready for all this extra stuff? You sold yourself like you was this superstar person that could do everything. Now that you got in, you have to prove that. If it's only for a year, so be it. 2 years, so be it. But it gets easier as the years go on. The pros supersede the cons. When you get to your station, look in the parking lot. Look at the cars they drive. Look at these people that are they're just machines. They just go, they're everyday people. And they go, they do their job, and then they come home. You're gonna have the people at the station like, why you wanna work here? This job sucks. And you turn, like I said before, you ask them, well, why are you here? Why are you here? You've been here 12 years. What are you still doing here? The job sucks so much. Why are you still here? Because the pros supersede the cons. When you're able to access government websites to get your federal loans without credit checks, when you're able to go into a credit union and say, hey, I've been with the post office 4 or 5 years, and yeah, I think I need to look in to start getting a home, and I went through my union and they helped me get my credit right, and they showed me the steps I needed, and I got all my paperwork, and that credit union turns around and says, okay, we'll help you. Things that were unreachable before are now reachable. You look at the end product, the end goal. Anybody that's successful in life, they didn't have it handed to them. Understand that. It boggled my head. I just watched this video of this dude, got a bunch of subscribers, and he knocking. I was a CCA carrier and I quit. This is why. Because they did this, they did that, they did this, they did that. They're gonna do it to you. They're gonna do you in California the same way they do you in Puerto Rico, the same way they do you in New York, in Texas, Chicago. They do the same thing. But after time, it gets easier. Anything with practice gets easier. Anything with practice gets easier. It's not an easy job, but it gets easier. Because when you're able to turn around and say, damn, I'm able to put money aside for my kids' college, or hell, I'm able to pay for some of my college because I couldn't do this with my $15 an hour job before. Life starts changing for you in your head. You look at things from a different lens. You look at things from the outside instead of having that tunnel vision. Complain. It's okay. It's okay to have feelings about your everyday experiences. But don't knock the job, because there is no job that's ideal unless you open your own company. And if you got to the point where you're opening your own company, you had to bust your ass to get there. Construction workers, hard job. Roofers, people that work on the top of roofs. Think about it, down in Miami, they gotta have people on the rooftops all day, sweating. There's shitty jobs out there that make less money. Post office, you make decent money. You receive the benefits of the money, the benefits of the options, the benefits of the doors that are open to you for your labor. You've exchanged your manpower, not selling your soul, but you exchanged your manpower to have these doors opened so that later on in life, you have something called retirement. You're looking at this right now. How much do you have in retirement? How much can you say you put into stock? How much did you put into your pension? Do you even know what a pension is? You will. You will. Does it matter to you right now between 20 and 30? Start doing it now so you don't have to work when you're 55, 60. The people that are there, they have big pensions. They have big money sitting, just waiting. Is it always about the money? No. But it's about establishing yourself, building a future, building a foundation so that your life will be easier when you get closer to retirement. So that during the process, you're able to enjoy some of the things that you look at and you'd like. So you're able to go on whatever website you want and pick something out because you now have the means to do it. because you worked your ass off. It is not an easy job. Don't ever take any of those videos of me driving around singing, make it think it's easy. It's not an easy job. I gotta wake up at midnight every night. Sucks, but it's not an easy job. But I'm okay. I'm not rich, but I ain't broke. My kids, 26, 24, got other ones. They're able to pay their car notes off double the time. They're looking into buying properties, and they ain't even been there 2 years yet. They looked because I drilled it into their head. Don't quit, don't give up, don't quit, don't give up. You have these options. And when they start seeing, well, damn, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. Hate my job, sucks. I didn't know I could do that. Oh, okay, wow, this is nice. When they start realizing all the extras that come with it, and you're not gonna get all the extras immediately. You have to search and do some research. You gotta do some work on top of the work that you're already doing. Yeah, you're tired, but there is no easy way to get through this. Except put your time in now, and later on things will start to come to you a little bit easier. I hope you understand that. If you put the hard work in now, look past all the BS that you got to deal with, things will get easier. I can't emphasize that enough. Things get easier if you put your hard work in now. Whether it be the millennials, the Generation X, just put your hard work in now. Everything will come to you when you put your hard work in. You may not want to go. Push yourself a little bit harder. I don't get nothing again from selling you any of this postal service, except for the fact that I lived it. I lived it. I slept in New York at train stations without anything. I've been down, you hear me? Down. And I'm all right now. I lived like, I don't know, a few blocks, less than 2 miles from Trump International Golf Course. I live less than 10 minutes away from Mar-a-Lago. I'm okay. It wasn't always like this. Put your time in. And I ain't even been at the post office 10 years. Think about that. Put some time in. Everything is reachable. Everything is reachable. Everything is reachable. And if you have some questions, shoot them to me. The only reason I made this video, like I said, is because I heard these videos of people that quit, and I look at them and I see their age, and I'm like, man, you got a strong back. Why are you quitting? Oh, you know, FedEx, and we did this at FedEx. We didn't have to bounce around. We had, hey, there is no perfect job. There is no perfect management. There is no perfect supervisor. There is no perfect format. This post office has been around. It's in the Constitution. It's in the Constitution. They are written into the Constitution. They haven't changed a lot of their ways, but it's in the Constitution. It's going to be here for a while. All that BS y'all keep hearing about, oh, we're going broke. They've been saying that the last 30 years. Still here. With all that being said, much love. Keep your faith, keep your patience. Hit me up if y'all need anything. Hit my email. If I feel like you're not a bot, I'll give you my phone number and we'll chop it up. All right? JH, it's the college my daughter went to. All right? Yeah. Oh, post office paying for this too, baby. Yeah. 10 years in, she'll be debt free. Think about that. I'll let y'all later.